So in our old place, we had a little laundry closet that was off the dining room. And, it was a little difficult to get laundry done because it was such a small space and a big family. So toward the end of while we were living there, what ended up working for us was we just made sure that the top of the washer and dryer were cleared off all the time, which took a little self-discipline, but we got there. And then we would just fold directly from the dryer onto the surface of that, and then the kids would all take everything and go into their rooms and put them away, but they had to go up and down the stairs. And hi, Jamie, I'm not alone anymore. That's exciting. So anyway, they had to go up and down the stairs to put their things away, and it was a little bit tedious, but it worked for us. And so we just got the cloth bins and we'd set them up and just put the laundry in there. Hi, Jamie. And it worked decently well. It was a little bit tedious, but it was okay. So now that we have a laundry room, it's kind of exciting. I never knew that a laundry room could be so exciting, but I do my laundry more now. Actually, I don't. So I'm going to tell you our system for doing laundry in our house. And it's nice because we have a little bit more space to set things up. But what we do now is every day we have morning chores. So after breakfast every day, everybody does one chore. That is pretty much the extent of our chore system, honestly. Everybody gets one chore to do, and they have to learn how to do it thoroughly, diligently, and with a happy heart. And then once they've done that and demonstrated they can do that, they can move on to a new chore. So my 8-year-old has been working on doing the laundry. So every day after breakfast, he comes upstairs and he does one load of laundry. And he folds the laundry that's there. And sometimes if it's a really big load to fold, I'll help him. But he folds the laundry and he puts them in the bins, and I'll show you those in a minute. And then that's it. And then every Saturday we have our home blessing day that I've kind of talked about a little bit in here before. And on home blessing day, I usually come up and catch up on the laundry a little bit because, one load a day, but with a big family, we get a little bit behind. So I'll help with that, or the kids have the opportunity to do that chore in exchange for money. Saturday is the only day they get money for their extra chores, unless it's a big special project. So I do that, and then everybody takes their bin and they go in their room and they put their clothes away. And that seems to be working really well for us. It's really simple. We don't, honestly, I don't do a whole lot of sorting. I saw some of your guys' posts and all of your great ideas, and you're so on top of things. We just throw everything into a big bin. We wash everything on cold unless it's really, gross or it needs a lot more attention. The only really sorting we do is splitting the towels from everything else, and we don't have a whole lot that's delicate or anything like that. And we just wash everything on cold. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. And hi, Rebecca. I'll try to show you what we do. So I'm going to turn this around if you can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so this is our laundry room. That right there is the big pile of laundry. So we throw our laundry in there. All the kids bring their bins in here. And, like I said, some of you talked about how you do sorting by room, which is really smart. We just tend to dump them all into one place, and because they're all from everybody's room, it ends up sort of working out for the most part anyway. A load tends to be the girls' clothes and a load tends to be my son's clothes. So it works out. And then we have a basket down here that has all of the towels, and that's one of these squishy baskets that you can pick up and tote around and put things away. And then here are the bins that we have. So this is just some cheap, I think I got this for like $10 on Craigslist, this bin thingy here, whatever you want to call it, cube thingy. And the bins I got on Amazon. I got a whole bunch of them for like $17. I thought it was a pretty good deal. And I'll give you guys the link to that in the comments after the video. And then I just, being the good homeschooling mama, I grabbed my markers and I made some little tags and laminated them and just tied them on with some string, just so that my kids and I just had a better idea of where everything belongs. So every person in the family gets a bin. And then I have a bin for loose socks, and downstairs. Downstairs is like the kitchen towels and stuff. And so the kids do the laundry. And so my son comes in, and I put this little nursing stool here so he could reach everything. And he does one load, like I said, of laundry every day after breakfast. And look at these cute printables I found. You guys are gonna love these. They're so cute. And I'll give you a link to these too. They're not mine. I kind of wish they were. They're adorable. And you know, it's another way to sneak scripture in, which I'm always all about. And see the directions? You would think that's so simplistic, but that's pretty much what I do. And so that was perfect for my kids. So we do laundry. They do a load. They use this basket. They put the laundry in the basket when it's dry, and they put it over here on the floor, and then they just put the clothes in. And as I said, every Saturday we all come in and grab our bin and put our clothes away. And so the little kids are learning how to be diligent. You know, they carry their little baskets to their room and they put things away. I'm responsible for dealing with the socks, the bane of my existence, and taking things downstairs and whatnot. And I thought you guys would probably want to see, up here I haven't really figured out yet. This is what we have so far. It's a lot better than what it was, but I don't really know what to do with it yet. I just have some random, you know, the iron that never gets used except for craft projects. Some miscellaneous things. I have like all of our swimsuits I put in one bin because I hate digging for swimsuits when we need them. Everything that needs mending goes in here in the little poor neglected mending kit because my mother-in-law does all that for me because she's sweet. And then extra, you know, like, what do you call it? Stain stuff up here. This is empty because I just emptied it, but I just throw all the random stuff that somehow ends up in the laundry room that doesn't belong here in that basket and put it away. This is vases. Doesn't belong at all. There it is. And then that bin is where I throw all the stuff that the kids have outgrown, but is not ready to, you know, hand off to another kid yet. And I need to sort it eventually. And so when it gets full, I sort it. And then our laundry soap, right now, basically I buy these bottles from Grove Collaborative. This is Sal Suds cleaner, and you can use it for tons of things. But I also use it as my backup laundry when I'm lazy and I don't want to make a batch, which is lately, apparently. So that's that. Normally we make a recipe using Dr. Bronner's Castile soap bars with some other ingredients, and I'll give you guys that recipe a little later too. It's really simple. But when I'm lazy, you just put 2 squirts of this into the thing and it works. And then I grabbed this dryer ball to show you. This is what we use for drying. We don't use the dryer sheets anymore. We just throw those woolen dryer balls in. There's 3 of them. And you just leave them in the dryer. And it really helps to cut down on static, and it kind of makes everything dry faster. And I'll give you guys a link for that too. I think that's it. And that is the entirety of our laundry system. It's really simple. If you didn't have room for this, like in our old place, we didn't have room for all of this big thing. So what we did was, our old place had a homeschool sort of bookshelf that was multifunctional. And at the bottom, I put these bins because you didn't know what they were. I didn't label them. And so nobody eating dinner knew that, you know, laundry was in there. And so my son would just pull the laundry out, fold it up, and put them in the bins, and for the littlest kids. And then the rest of it, we just leave on the table. And then when we needed to use the table, we'd take it upstairs. It's really not complicated, but I hope that helps.